As is fairly common, recently I ran into someone who was convinced that because someone had been in the military, they were obviously an expert with a pistol. In other words, they were advanced enough to teach advanced pistol classes, and their shooting itself was also advanced, just because they had been in the military. Now, most people realize that having been in the military doesn't necessarily mean that sort of thing. Matter of fact, most of the people in the military either spend absolutely no time with a pistol or very, very little time with a pistol, and the training is fairly rudimentary for most people. Now, that doesn't take away from the fact that there are a couple of groups within the military that spend lots of time with pistols, and obviously they're exceedingly expert. But those groups are fairly small. Now, the person I was speaking to said, well, this person qualified as a Marine as expert. Obviously they're very, very good. And so that got me curious. So I looked up the Marine Pistol Qualification, and so I thought I'd shoot it today just to see what that's like and what it means to receive an expert rating for that sort of thing. Now, when the Marines shoot it, obviously they shoot an M9 from a retention holster. While I do have a retention holster that would work, I certainly don't own a Beretta. And so in my case, what I'm going to do is shoot using my actual carry gun from concealment, which is much more relevant for the sorts of things that most people are interested in when they talk about pistol training. It's currently summer here in Nebraska, so I'm wearing what I normally wear on any given day, which doesn't make me exactly a fashionable person, but I'm at least comfortable. So this is what I normally look like, and I'm shooting my normal carry gun from my normal carry mode, and we'll try and see what happens when I take the Marine Pistol Qualification. Each one of these strings of fire has a par time to it, so every time I run a string of fire, I'll say what the string is, I'll say the par time, I'll shoot it, and then I'll read out what the time is on the timer that I'm using. After particular strings, according to the instructions, we're supposed to compare it and take a look at what we have for scoring, so we'll do that every time. The first 3 strings are all from the 7-yard line. The first string has 3 reps. Each one is a control pair from the holster with a par time of 5 seconds. According to this, after those, we're supposed to go up, analyze, and repair. So we'll shift up there, take a look at what this looks like. So you can see the first 6 shots are all in the 10 zone. Second string of fire is a failure to stock drill, 2 to the body, 1 to the head. We'll repeat this for a total of 2 reps. The par time is 7 seconds for each rep. Go up. There should be 4 more body shots and 2 head shots. And we can see we've got 4 more in the body and 2 in the head, all 10s. Third string includes a speed reload from the holster. I'm supposed to draw 2 shots, reload 2 shots. In this case, because there's only 2 in the gun should lock back, so it's actually an emergency reload, not merely a speed reload. Par time total here is 9 seconds. Again, we're supposed to go up, check that out. There should be 4 shots in the middle. And we can see we've got 4 more in the 10 zone. Now we move back to the 15-yard line. So here we are at the 15-yard line, the next set of strings. The first string out of this is, again, controlled pairs from the holster. In this case, we're doing 6 reps for a total of 12 rounds. Each rep has a par time of 6 seconds. 1.460. That's even with the malfunction that I had to clear. Still made it 1.4 seconds under the par time. After the third rep, I'm supposed to do a tactical reload, exchanging it with the one I have in my pouch, and then continue. Two, 7-2. As before, go up and take a look at what we did. I pulled 2 of them out of the 10 zone into the 8, as far as I can tell. 12, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rounds total. Got 2 over here in the 8s. So we're down 4 points. Next string is again a reload from the holster, so we'll fire 2 shots, do a speed reload, fire 2 more shots. As before, it's actually an emergency reload because the slide should lock back. Par time in this case is 12 seconds. And again, we need to go up and analyze and repair that. After that, we'll be moving back to the 25-yard line and finishing us up. 4 hits, all in the 10. The 25-yard line is only 1 string of fire. There's 8 shots in this, or rather 8 reps, because each part of this, each rep is 1 single shot. It starts from a high ready position, comes out, 1 deliberate shot, record the time and so on. The par time for each shot is 7 seconds. So 8 shots, each with a par time of 7 seconds, all from a high ready. Alright, so we'll go up and take a look at that. Hopefully there are 8 shots in the 10 zone. We'll find out how it worked. Remember, up to this point in time, I am 4 points down. I had 2 in the 8 zone. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 of them in the 10 zone. So, total for the entire thing, 4 points down. It's out of a possible 400. Which means, in my case, I get a 396. So, there we have it, the Marine Pistol Qualifications. Expert is 364 points, and like I said, I got 396 out of 400. I pulled that one over here, and I pulled the one over here. When the Marines shoot this, they're actually shooting the full target. The full target itself is actually 19.5 inches by 40 inches. There's considerably more actually to the target. In my case, I don't have access to the targets, so I simply printed these out to the correct size, which had the 10 zone and a little bit of the 8 zone around it. Over here, these are 4s if you happen to be outside of that sort of thing, and there's more 8 zone and so on. But in my case, I simply used the 10 zone, a little bit of the 8. And it's a good thing I added the 8 because I pulled 2 over in there. So, Marine Pistol Qualification. There are some difficult shots. On the other hand, the par times are extremely generous. And the vast majority of this is 15 yards and in. Matter of fact, many of the shots are at 7 yards. So getting at least a bare passing score is fairly straightforward. And even at 25 yards, if you have any familiarity with your pistol and you've got good fundamentals, you're going to get an expert score out of this. That's not to denigrate anything about the military qualification, what this is testing is, if you rate expert on this, you must have good solid fundamentals. If not, you're going to start throwing things at 25. So you may not make expert. 364 is kind of low, but if you're going to make expert, you probably have solid fundamentals. Not speed, because again, the hard times are generous, but you at least know how to get the grip and control the trigger and know what to do with the sights.